The pick is in.
The Los Angeles Rams have made a selection in the 2024 NFL Draft. Alongside Locked On College Football host Spencer McLaughlin, I am Tanisha Batiste, and we are joined by Doug McCain of Locked On Rams as we break down the Rams selecting Braden Fiske with the 39th pick. So, Doug, what did the Rams see in this D tackle out of Florida State to make them move up to get him at 39?
Well, I think you're seeing the post-Aaron Donald era, right? I mean, you're focusing on that side of the football, the 3-4 scheme. If you hit on him, you hit on Kobe Turner last season. You got Jared Verse, you got Byron Young. You're starting to build the foundation, the formula for a brand new nucleus, a new defense here in Los Angeles. But I think what they saw in him is this is a powerful defender, a guy who has a constant motor, who's explosive, and they saw the upside. And this is kind of the Rams we know and love, being aggressive, making things happen, moving up. We know that this year's draft is supposed to be deeper than next year's draft. So you say that a second-round pick next year is like a third-round pick. I like the fact the Rams still keep their third-round picks in this year's draft. So I love the pick.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I love how you said that, Doug, because, this is the Rams team that we are so accustomed to. This franchise is so good at seeing diamonds in the rough. And once again, like you said, this is a guy who some may have even projected to go in the first round. Somehow he's still there in the second round. The Rams go up and get him. And one more thing that you said I wanted to just go back to real quick. How important is it that they're continuing to also not just build in guys who are ready to make that mark post Aaron Donald, but also who kind of fit that Rams culture?
Yeah, exactly. You look at Aaron Donald, the traits he brings, he just has brute force, can just move blockers back, and that's what he has, and that's the potential that he has, is just that strength that they look for this Rams team. So, yeah, of course, no one's going to fill Aaron Donald's cleats, right? That's not going to happen, but I think that it's kind of refreshing for this organization to say, you know what, Aaron Donald's gone, but we're going to address that, and we're going to be aggressive about it. We're going to go focus on that side of the football, and we're going to see if we can hit on some of these guys. And look, last year, I think there's a lot of confidence with their drafting ability. And, hey, how about this? 2 Florida State Seminoles coming to L.A., so that's the farm. Georgia was the farm system a couple years ago. Now it's turning to Florida State's the farm system this year. So I definitely think the defensive tackle spot with Byron Murphy going to the Seahawks, that's someone they were considering in the first round if he fell into their lap. But you get your edge, you get your defensive tackle, and then you continue to build from there.
For more on the Rams, subscribe to Locked On Rams on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. So, Spencer, back-to-back D tackles this round. What's good about this second D tackle selected in the round, Braden Fiske?
Yeah, I think Fiske is a guy who is very sturdy, not someone who you're going to move easily. Doesn't wow you with his explosiveness like some of the other defensive tackles maybe in this class. But this is a really, really solid player who I think has excellent hands. The way that he, fends off blocks and creates space on the interior with his hand movement. He's got very strong hands, but also pretty quick hands. And I think that that's maybe his greatest strength, playing on the interior of the defensive line. And that's why the Rams are taking him here in the second round.
For continued coverage of the 2024 NFL Draft, subscribe to Locked On NFL on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.